Hello, I'm Arvan. I will tell a story for you. In just 4 years, between 1974 and 1978, Ted Bundy raped and murdered some 30 women across 7 states in USA before engaging in necrophilia with many of their corpses. His crimes shocked and enraged America to the point that Bundy's execution brought out cheering crowds in 1989. Theodore Robert Bundy, or Ted Bundy, was born on November 24, 1946. Ted Bundy was an American serial killer who raped, kidnapped, and murdered approximately 30 girls and women throughout the mid 1970s. Widely described as polite and charming, he evaded detection for years. Ted Bundy was originally born in Vermont, USA, to a single mother, Eleanor Louise Cowell. From there, Bundy's childhood proved turbulent because his grandfather routinely beat both Bundy and his mother. Cowell eventually took him across the country to Tacoma, Washington. There, she married Johnny Bundy, and the boy took his stepfather's name, Started. Furthermore, Bundy was educated, making it to the honor roll at the University of Washington before enrolling at the University of Puget Sound School of Law. But that's when his schooling ended and his murders began. Although Ted Bundy described himself as the most cold-hearted son of a bitch you'll ever meet, most didn't see that side of him until it was too late. Good looking and charismatic, people described Bundy as a likable and charming young man with an engaging sense of humor, with chilling calculations that are precisely the attributes he often used to gain his victims' trust before attacking them. Despite his dozens of attacks on girls and women, Ted Bundy did manage to get married in 1980. While on trial for murder, it was then that he married Carol Ann Boone, a Washington State Department of Emergency Services worker he'd met back in 1974. However, Boone divorced Bundy in 1986, only after giving birth to a daughter named Rose. To this day, some of the most astounding facts about Ted Bundy involve the woman in his life, including girlfriend Elizabeth Kendall, who was with him during his first murders in 1974. He told different stories to different people and refused to divulge to specifics of his earliest crimes, even as he confessed in graphic detail to dozens of later murders in the days preceding his execution. He told Nelson that he attempted his first kidnapping in 1969 in Ocean City, New Jersey, but did not kill anyone until sometime in 1971 in Seattle. He told psychologist Art Norman that he killed 2 women in Atlantic City while visiting family in Philadelphia in 1969. He would typically approach his victim in public places, either feigning a physical impairment such as an injury or impersonating an authority figure before bludgeoning them into unconsciousness and taking them to secondary locations to be raped and strangled. Bundy often revisited his victims, grooming and performing sexual acts with the corpses, until decomposition and destruction by wild animals made any further interactions impossible. He decapitated at least 12 victims and kept their severed heads as mementos in his apartment. On a few occasions, he broke into dwellings at night and bludgeoned his victims as they slept. How did Ted Bundy get caught? After Ted Bundy was pulled over in 1975, and a police officer saw the mask, handcuffs and blunt objects in his trunk, Utah police put him under surveillance. When he stole his car, police found DNA evidence matching three of his victims, and when police put Bundy in a lineup, a woman who had escaped his attack positively identified him, landing him behind bars. However, he pulled off two dramatic escapes from prison in Colorado in 1977 before fleeing to Florida. In Florida, there he killed a few more victims before he was caught for driving a stolen car on February 12, 1978. And this time, Bundy wouldn't escape. Following his multiple guilty verdicts in Florida, Ted Bundy was sentenced to death for the third and final time on February 10, 1980. Finally, on January 24, 1989, he was executed by electric chair at Florida State Prison. Outside the prison, crowds cheered Bundy's death and set off fireworks. Ted Bundy was 42 years old when he was executed. Ted Bundy confessed to killing 30 women in California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, and Florida in USA. In the years leading up to his final arrest in 1978, he was subsequently convicted of only 3 murders, but some suspect that he could have killed up to 100 people. It is a horrible story, guys. What do you think? See you soon in another video. Bye.